Okay, hi everybody. My name is Chris Polley. I work and I have my own sort of design and marketing business. I've been a graphic designer for 15 years, but we'll come more into that. I'll explain a bit about myself or my background. Um, was born and grew up in the town of Didcot. Uh, did hold the title of the worst town in the UK at one point. Such a special place in my heart. I went to university at Solent and Wolverhampton and studied graphic communication. In 2008, I met my wife in San Diego. And for the last 10 years, I've been living in America, or was living in America, sorry. And I've been in Cheltenham for over a year now, networking, starting to grow my business and getting to know all you fine people. This is my family. So this is my wife, Teresa. These are my two kids, Keith and Ethan. They still have American accents, and my wife is American, so she definitely does. So with over 15 years experience as a graphic designer. So I work in digital print campaigns and then work across multiple platforms. I've had the privilege of working for sort of big name brands and smaller startups. So, you might recognize some of these brands here that I've worked on over my time. Some of them are smaller startups, as I said. They're always fun to work on. So the first question is why would you brand? Why branding? Why is it important? It gives yourself recognition and differentiation from the crowd. There's lots of people probably out there, with the same product as yourself, and you want people to be able to recognize your brand, not just visually, but when they think of a brand, they'll think of yours. It builds trust and credibility. If you have not like say a strong brand, then it can sort of hinder, like people in these days, you're all recognized, Apple and stuff like that, because you have sort of large, they're large companies, but having like a strong solid brand will enable that trust. So give the consumer the confidence that you can get the job done. And as I said before, it makes that emotional connection, which is quite important. Most purchases still made on emotion. That's whether you're a consumer in the shop or even like B2B, so you still make that emotional connection with a brand before you buy. So key questions for your brand. One person sort of referred to as it was like an interview when he's working with a designer, and that's true. Like, what is your brand story? What is the value of your brand? The history behind your brand? What do you see is the purpose of your brand? Why is it special to customers, to the consumers? What do you offer? And then what sort of, again, differentiation, what differentiates your product from other people's products? So it's like answering the question of what you offer. Having a strong brand, as sort of mentioned, sort of recognition, will build customer loyalty. So, as you become more of a recognized brand, the loyalty will build up, and, you could be on a shelf with a million different other products, and, that loyalty will come to you because you've built it up. Having a strong brand is also gives you the opportunity to have sort of price sensitivity. So if your brand is seen as strong, then you can sort of charge sort of higher prices. So there'll be less sensitivity. So if your brand isn't as strong, people might question why something is so expensive. But if your brand is strong, they'll think, oh, that's a good product, that's a good brand. So they'll have lower price sensitivity. There's an example of a brand that I did in San Diego for a water. They did flavored fruit waters. So this was called Aguas Benditas. And over there's like a high Spanish contingent. So, when creating a brand, it has to work over many different elements. Like this one, you can see it works across the bottle, the t-shirts that they wear, the merchandise. Also with their social media sort of platforms, building up that brand and that name recognition. So yeah, that's the end of my talk. It's very short, I know, but yeah, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.